What's up guys, this is my first YouTube video. I wanted to make one a while back but I didn't have the time. Now that I have the time though, I decided not to put it off. So today I'll be showing you my backyard trampoline setup with my spring free, my Alley, and my Acon X. We'll be starting off with the spring free, which is right behind me. This trampoline, it's 13 by 13 feet, so a larger trampoline, it's square. Because it's a spring free though, their brand does not use springs. And I'll show you in a bit. So here's the frame. It's an alright trampoline overall. It's definitely the safest, good for beginners. However, it lacks in bounce and height retention. Kabooms and just any tricks take so much power on this trampoline because it does not bounce you up with these rods. But it's definitely good for beginners for learning things and gaining control. Next, we're gonna look at the jumping mat and the frame itself. The thing about spring frees is that the frame is all the way down here and the mat is up here. But the weird thing is that this right here, these rods, stick straight up into the mat because that's where they're supposed to go, but it definitely feels a bit like a frame up here. Not as hard, but it's definitely safer, but it still hurts if you land on it. So now I'm gonna show you guys a max height test and how high I can get on this, and I'll do a kaboom so you can see the height retention on this trampoline. So as you can see in that clip, it's definitely not great for height retention. It's a good tramp for training your power, but anything else, it's not that great. I also want to thank Acon for sending over this banner. They also sent me some shirts. I definitely think they're the best company out there, especially after they released the Acon X. Next up is the Alley 10 by 17, I think. This trampoline used to be the best trampoline actually. Some mats are definitely better than others, and just depends on how worn down it is. It can make it definitely at the top. So this trampoline, if you look, it does not have those rods like the spring free, obviously. It does have springs. So this is a spring setup that I use. I double cross the springs. It can ruin the springs. For me, it hasn't though, so overall it's been pretty good. One issue with Alley is that the rods down here, they're way too short and you can easily bottom out on every single trick that you do. So you have to put cinder blocks underneath, which is what I did to raise the tramp. Another thing that I did is I took off the side mats because they affect the bounce. It's not as bouncy if you leave them on. I do have the ones over there though, so then if I drift, I don't land straight in the springs. The mat itself is alright, however it does break a lot more easy. It doesn't look as sturdy as the Acon X mat, which I'll show you in a bit. The poles are pretty good. The net, it's nice that it has these holes in it so then you can catch yourself. So I'm going to show you a max height test now on the Alley trampoline 10 by 17. So unlike the spring free, the alley-oop does have springs, and like I mentioned before, and because of that, it makes it a lot better for height retention than the spring free. The springs are piano wire, which makes it one of the best trampolines out there. Last but not least, we have the Acon X trampoline, and I have the performance mat for this one, as well as the safe mat. The performance mat makes it the best trampoline out there by far. So right here is the safe mat that I took off, and I have the performance mat on it right now. Right here is the performance mat. It makes it the best trampoline on the market. Definitely feels really smooth to jump on. Feels better quality than Alley as well. I also cut off the sleeves that go over these springs halfway because it affects the bounce, and that's also why I don't have the pads on. Right here is the comparison with the Acon X springs and the Alley-oop springs. They're both piano wire, but obviously Acon X will be bigger, and because of that, I think it makes it better. Right now, I'm going to show you a max height test on the Acon X with the performance mat.